I want you, I want you, I want you as a new recruit.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Hello, I am Gretchen McNeil, also known as the Commander-in-Chief of the Army of 10. That's the hat. For today, which is the release date for 10. This thing is so heavy. Oh, it was my boyfriend's father's World War II helmet. It actually has his name on the inside, which is kind of awesome. The thing weighs like 10 pounds, no joke. Stay. Anyway, in honor of the release of 10 this week, I'm kind of cajoling all of the rebels into doing vlogs about their favorite horror novels. And instead of doing that, I wanted to read a little bit from 10, which sounds really egotistical, like it's my favorite horror novel. Well, it's my favorite one I've written, so how about that? The problem with reading from 10 is that almost everything is a spoiler. But I thought I would just read the opening a little bit to give you a little taste of 10. Minnie's face was deathly pale. She stared straight ahead, eyes fixed on the back of the stained cloth seat, and bit her bottom lip so hard that Meg was afraid she would draw blood. She'd never seen Minnie this seasick. "Mins, are you okay?" Minnie dug her fingernails into the seat cushion. "I'm fine." "You're turning green." The ferry rolled to the left as a particularly large swell hit them from the starboard, and Minnie clamped both hands over her mouth. For one tenuous moment, Meg was convinced her best friend was going to hurl right there in the passenger cabin. But as the boat slowly righted itself, Minnie relaxed. "I'm fine," she repeated, lowering her hands. "Uh-huh." Meg rifled through her backpack and pulled out a plastic grocery bag, which Minnie absently took from her outstretched hand. "You don't think it'll be much longer, do you?" Meg leaned against the cushion and propped her feet up on the facing row of seats. "I think we're almost there." "Promise?" Meg sighed. "I can't promise when the ferry will arrive, Mins, but according to the schedule, we're almost there, okay?" "Fine," Minnie snapped. Meg recognized the sharpness in Minnie's voice. Usually signaled a rapid change in Minnie's mood, which happened all too frequently these days, especially when she stopped taking her medication. Instead of asking about her meds, which would lead to an argument, Meg tried to get Minnie to think about something else. "Remember when your parents invited me to Friday Harbor?" Meg said. It had been the summer before high school, the first time Meg had been invited on vacation with Minnie's family. A hint of a smile broke the corner of Minnie's mouth. "You were so sick." "Right? You puked all over the bathroom in that ferry." Meg laughed. "I thought your mom was going to throw me overboard." "Me too," Minnie giggled. Not one of Meg's favorite memories, but it would help keep Minnie's mind off her churning stomach. "And you weren't sick at all, so I'm sure you'll be fine till we get to Henry Island." Minnie shook her head. "But that was summer, when the water's calm." Minnie gestured toward the double-paned window. "Not like this." Meg gazed outside. The rain had died down for the moment. Erratic water trails no longer zipped diagonally across the pane, but the wind, if anything, had intensified. It howled past the cabin, whipping from ahead, then slamming into the sides of the ferry with a force that seemed almost supernatural. There were so many people that made this book possible. My agent, Ginger Clark, my editor, Kristen Daly-Renz, everybody at Balzer and Bray, everybody at Curtis Brown, my dear friends, almost all of whom are listed in the acknowledgments. And last but not least, the two people whose names appear on the back. I know you can't see them. The first is my friend and amazingly talented horror writer, Nancy Holder, who blurbed 10 saying, "Gretchen McNeil's 10 is my new #1. I jumped at every creaking floorboard in my house and on the page. This is sure to be a teen thriller classic," which was very kind of her. And then the other one is from a certain Mr. Christopher Pike, and I know I've told this story before, but when I found out he was going to blurb my book, I cried. It was awesome. And he wrote, 10 is a real page-turner. Gretchen McNeil knows how to plot a thriller. Her setup is flawless, and the suspense kept me on the edge of my seat. I mean, I don't think I deserve either of they're amazing pieces of praise. It's one of the amazing things about the publishing industry that that people that you've looked up to before you even wanted to be a writer can read your book and enjoy it and call you a colleague. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, 10 is on sale now. This blog is way, way, way over, but I know no one's going to ding me on it because it's my special day. So I hope you guys all read it and enjoy it, and that's it. Bye.